and you set them in a dish with some juice. Good morning. Welcome to Nanu's Kitchen. This is a recipe that my mom, my sister, and my grandma, they all used to make propata. Propata is really potatoes, flour, egg, and other ingredients I'll specify later. Step one, you take about 10 potatoes, peel them, and then boil them in water. And boil them not too soft. They got to be like al dente, a little bit harder for you to make a nice meatball where they don't fall apart. Okay, so here we are. Now the ingredients is 5 ounces of Parmesan cheese, and you take and mix it with the potatoes. Then you have 3 eggs. Batter 3 eggs and pour that in there into the mixture. Then you have a little pinch of salt, a little pinch of pepper. You can add a little more if you want. And then parsley. You chop up parsley real fine and mix it all in there. And you can add a little more or less depending on how much you like in there. I usually add quite a bit, and you see the green and the propata. And then a little bit of garlic powder. I'm going to put the egg mixture in there, pour it in there. Put this. Okay, and then we'll mix it up. Now once you put the egg in there, it's going to soften up the potatoes a lot. So you mix it all together. And you can see the potatoes kind of a few little chunks in there. That's good because it'll help hold it together. If you mash the potatoes real mushy fine, then the propata kind of fall apart when they're boiling in the water. So we got. You want to shoot? You can see. Mix it up real good. And some people, I'll probably get in there. I'm going to get in there, wash my hands. And I'm going to make them with my hands. You can wear gloves, but it's easier with your hands. So now, once we got the water starting to boil, we get like 3 tablespoons of chicken, and that chicken broth. That's kind of helping through. That's good. Okay, that's good. All right, that's that. And then nice, 2 tablespoons, yeah, whatever, butter, whatever. Nice size butter in there, and just stir it and bring it to a boil. So now we got the potatoes ready. We'll add 3 cups of flour, a little at a time in there. You got to mix it up. And then, what was it, a 1/4 cup? In it. I got all the flour in there, 1/4 cup of water. Now you might have to add just a little more water to get the consistency. That's what it looked like here. I got to add just a little more water. Okay, just a little more water. Okay, now we go the old-fashioned way with smashing with your hands. And you can tell it's going to stick to your hands. And it's going to be real sticky, but we add a little more water. And what happens when it's real sticky like that, when you roll it in the flour, it's going to absorb the flour and make a nice round ball. I added a little bit more water and a little bit more flour just to get the consistency. And I learned this from my mom. My grandma used to make it back in Calabrese. I came from Italy when I was 9 years old. And I swear to God, I could eat these every day. Good recipe for vegetarians too. So there's no meat or nothing. Okay, we sprinkle a little black pepper, a little salt.
And that's flour
in garlic powder. And then just mix it up in there. Okay, so now we start getting a nice size of the potato mixture, and you roll it probably get your hands on the flour more so it doesn't stick to you that much. And you just roll it up in the flour, make it into a nice round ball, firm, like that. And then we'll put them, set them aside here for a little bit. And then once they dry up a little bit, then we'll put them in the boiling water. There you go, nice little, I'm making them kind of big. So now we're ready to put them into the water. That's the chicken broth, the leftover potato water, and butter. We're taking them one at a time. I'll put like 9 in here. And then I think I have 8 or 9 more left for the next batch. You don't want to overcrowd them. Okay. Drop them in there. I think 9 is perfect with maybe 1 right in the middle. There we go. Let them boil. You can see they're not, make sure they're not falling apart. I made them a little bit too big, but you can make whatever. Make them smaller is better. So they got to boil for maybe 15, 20 minutes, and then they'll float to the top. They're already flown to the top, so they're cooking. And you set them in a dish with some juice. Now they fell apart a little bit. That's my fault because I got a habit of making them too big. If you make them smaller, they hold together better. There we go. So then, with a little bit of juice, sprinkle some Parmesan. Manja, they're all ready. A little bit of juice. Good. If you have an ice cream scooper, you can make them exactly the same size. Or if you have a smaller scooper, it's better to make them a little smaller. I made them, I always think big is better, but it's not always. So that'd be a good size. You set them in a dish with some juice.